Brockton at one time was the shoe capital of the world, and 1 out of every 5 shoes was made in the city of Brockton. Between the periods of 1890 and 1910, arguably Brockton was the place to be in the United States of America. I feel great. It's a wonderful time of year for Brockton. It's 125 years since we celebrated this unbelievable holiday, and we're back 125 years later doing it all over again. Edgar's business was in downtown Brockton. In the early periods, his store was right now where the James J. Adams garage is. That burned down, and subsequently Edgar built a larger store and bought out his partner. And that store became the first concrete department store in the United States.
The holiday spirit is the type of thing that just burns bright in every heart around this time of year, and it's going to happen today. People are going to love it, and I'm going to love it myself.
Edgar was one that would do a lot of things for children in Brockton. He was very philanthropic. He used to do so many things within his store, dress up in costumes, one being George Washington, another being an Indian, another being a clown. He also studied illustrations that were created by Thomas Nast. And Thomas Nast was a political cartoonist and had drawn many cartoons with St. Nicholas. And Edgar, one year, decided that he would take one of the illustrations from Thomas Nast and bring it to life. So he went to Boston and he had a red suit made up so that he himself could become Santa Claus in his store. And he did. The story is that from that point, the whole embodiment, the whole idea of Santa Claus came to life out of books. Don't forget, in those days, you could only realize Santa Claus by reading in a book, or you'd wait like a wide-eyed child for him to come the next day through the chimney, but you'd never see him. Well, in his infinite wisdom, he brought Santa to life. So it was 125 years ago, my boss, James Edgar, brought this community together with his influence in the business community and his love for children of this city. Tonight and all weekend, we honor this great Brocktonian by bringing our community together through the performances of the Brockton Symphony Orchestra, Brockton High Chorus, Massasoit Theater Company, and many talented people connecting education, art, literacy, and culture with the children and families of Brockton.
But went straight to work and filled the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose.
Over the course of the years, I am absolutely not a writer, but I had read enough things about Edgar to understand who he was. I started to formulate a story, part fact, part fiction, using history as a hook, but also something that would be interesting to children and or any other reader of any age. So I had put together a story, and this year we decided that the Friday night event would be a story to be told to the children of Brockton. And at the end of that story, Santa Claus would come.
Can Santa come and visit us in Brockton? Please, please. Children, hold up your candy canes and say, we believe. We believe.
And the book has to do with a candy cane portal. And you'll have to read the book in order to understand the magic of what that portal is. But basically, if you believe in the candy cane, it will take you to the North Pole and you'll be able to see Santa. And at the end of the story, when we read it, Santa Claus came in. It was a wonderful evening and a great way to start a tribute to Edgar for the weekend. We had an actor by the name of Craig O'Connor from Massasoit. He was James Edgar. We had a gentleman from the mayor's office, Chief of Staff Bob Buckley. He also read The Night Before Christmas to the children. The Brockton Symphony was there, and it was a great backdrop for a wonderful evening. And after James Edgar himself read the story, Santa Claus came. We went out to the community, and I'm very proud of how this whole event has taken place since 1991 when I got involved. Meaning that we reach out to the community and it represents all aspects of the community. And I think that's what I'm most proud about, the fact that we've been able to have this parade which celebrates our city, celebrates Brockton, allows the people of Brockton to celebrate their city at holiday time. And understanding the diversity of our community really speaks of the richness of our cultural backgrounds and our cultural heritage, and we celebrate that. I think that's why the parade is successful. So from those early days where we started out with 900 people to this year and years past, most recently, 10, 12, 14,000 people in downtown Brockton.
Happy holidays to your family from ours.
This is a part of the Haitian Community Partnership, and what we're doing is basically just setting up. Some of our materials came a little bit late, but because of the rain, we've decided to use a large umbrella that's typically used to hold back the sun in our backyard. You see it? So everybody's workaholics today.
Public Schools has been a tremendous ally and a tremendous partner in this. And so now you have children and families that come together in the representation of what it's all about. So I was very, very excited coming off of Friday night going into Saturday and to see what this was all about. And as you can see, it was a tremendous success. It rained that day, the first time in 24 years. But people came out, and they came out because they wanted to see their children perform in the bands. They wanted to see their organizations and the floats that they created. And I think for me, there was nothing but a pride that I felt, only because I go back to 1991 and remember how difficult it was to rally everybody around this event that I don't think anybody really understood. But the history and the cultural diversity and the fact that we have the story of the first department store Santa all allowed this event to come together and actually set the stage for next year, which is our 30th anniversary. There's a heart and soul in the community, and that's what it's all about as far as I'm concerned.
I agree, and I think that the people who marched in the parade and were walking up Main Street and seeing the people cheering and waving and calling out their names, it really made them feel just so much gratitude that people came out to support them and support their efforts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, USA Christmas Town, live and well, that's what we're known for, that's what we are, and that's what we're going to continue. So, hopefully, if you didn't join our events this year, from year after year, you'll come down and you see what we're all about. It's awesome. Nick,
Right.
it's been a pleasure.
it's been awesome. And remember, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
Hey, have you right over here, baby. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, ladies, right over here at me. Here we go. One.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas from Brockton! Merry Christmas from Brockton!
Merry Christmas from Brockton!
Tell me why you're here today.
I came to see the tree lighting.
See the Christmas tree light up? The Christmas tree lighting, okay. Are you excited about that?
Yeah!
There's a renaissance in downtown Brockton. There's over $180 million worth of investment that's going on down here. There's a renaissance within. There's a renaissance with the fact that we're revisiting his story. And USA Christmas Town, although it's in its early stages, absolutely is for sure Brockton, Massachusetts. Let's see what happens here. Whoa! Whoa! Danger! Danger! Will Robinson! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Where are we? It looks like a float.
Hello, Brockton.
You've got tons of people down here having a lot of fun in downtown, and it's a great way to kick off the holiday season. For the first time now, I feel like it's Christmas time. I'm ready to be in the spirit.
Because you guys are our future, and we are proud of you.